makes me think I should pick up Ori on Switch.
Yeah, I need to do that too. I need a port.
Surprised you didn't already.
Well, I was like, well, I already have this, and
That has never stopped you in the past.
okay,
Well,
touche.
It's on Game Pass though. It's
But
free.
that's not portable. We're
I
talking
don't-
about Ori.
Should I do like an intro to cut
Yeah,
or
probably.
something? Hello and welcome to I screwed it up already. Hello and welcome to
Season two.
Season 2, Episode 2 of Adventures in Platforming. I'm your host, Mike Caps, aka Wheels. I realized
VR play.
in Episode 1 we didn't actually introduce ourselves.
Yeah, who knows who we were?
Who are you?
Dave McRoney, Family Master. Yes, for some reason I continue to cling to that appellation.
Yes. And special guest.
They invited me back.
Yay!
My name is Joe. Joe Hanley.
Good friend. Well, Wheels is good.
I go
More of
by,
an acquaintance for me, but you seem like a good guy.
Yeah, you seem like an okay guy too. Oh,
Thank you.
yeah. So I go by Smokin' Joe 86 online sometimes. I don't know when I feel
When
like
you
it.
have to.
Alright, this is the part where I debate whether or not I'm playing this in normal or hard mode.
Your Wheels, so you're gonna pick hard and then regret it about 20 minutes.
Yeah. So I played about 3 hours of it. I'm gonna suggest normal.
Alright.
Because, like, Ori is already a curious mix of Maso Core platformer and Metroidvania anyway, so...
Yes, I played the first on hard, and it was very hard. And holy... Oh, okay. This is a G-rated show now, and I almost swore.
Holy free holies!
Holy camole, this is a gorgeous game. Wow.
Yeah, the
Holy
original was
guacamole,
hard.
Batman.
The original was already a gorgeous game.
And this is, oh,
I'm impressed that they improved this much without ruining the aesthetic in some fashion.
yeah,
Right.
this is crazy.
It was a delicate aesthetic, I guess is how I would describe it, to get right. But, so yeah, what did the people miss if they've never seen Ori 1?
A really super beautiful Metroidvania.
That also occasionally decides to play like Super Meat Boy or I Want to Be the Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it's okay because you can set your own checkpoints.
Yes. I love that feature, by the way.
That was like the
Well-
only way to make those things coexist.
Well, if you haven't started the second one yet, I wouldn't get too excited about picking your own checkpoints.
Oh, that's
It's
fine.
gone.
That's fine.
No, they did a good job. There's a decent number of built-in checkpoints, and they give you a decent amount of health and stuff.
I
too.
can see why they'd move to that by virtue of the fact that the built-in making your own checkpoints was really useful, but it also allowed you to put yourself in a place that was almost impossible to get out of.
Yeah.
Right.
Interesting
Well,
factoid
This
about
one has
this.
backup saves too, though.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, that's good.
Interesting factoid about this game. On Season 1 of Adventures in Platforming, we took a look at the fan-made remake of Metroid 2, and the person that made that worked on this game,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
The best resume you can give a game developer is, look at this game I made.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend remaking someone else's game when you do that, but occasionally I guess it works out.
I mean, if it's a top to bottom enough remake, I'd imagine that it's just fine.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
another Metroid 2 remake did not keep very much of original Metroid 2 any more than the official remake did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was playing the Super Metroid A Link to the Past combo randomizer.
Ah, that thing's a nightmare.
That's fun. And I finally got a working version of Super Metroid Redesign, which I haven't really dove into
Oh
yet.
yeah, I've seen that. I've never played it.
So I'm all about them Metroidvanias.
Mm.
But I did not like Hollow Knight.
Aw.
Oh man, that's controversial.
I know.
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying it.
we had words were exchanged.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would imagine that was the closest thing to getting you disinvited to this.
Yeah.
I've forgotten about that. Crap.
Oh, okay. All right. See ya. Bye.
No, it's
No,
fine.
it's
It's
nice
fine.
having you.
It's fine. It's
For
good to
now.
have different opinions.
Wheels knows who to throw into the volcano should it become pissed off.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get Animal Crossing, but
Oh man.
it's fun. It's fine.
An entire internet is about to become very confusing to you.
Well, like, the last time I was invited on your show, I didn't badmouth Blizzard or Monster Hunter. I think
Sure.
that's why I got invited back.
Yeah.
It's true.
I just, like, Hollow Knight. All right. There were things that I just didn't like. And there were
That's
things
fair.
that I thought were objectively bad. But mainly what it comes down to is I thought it was too damn hard.
That's
Yeah.
fair. No, that's absolutely fair.
That's fair. Metroidvanias typically aren't known for their sort of difficulty curves. It's generally like a weird thing to emphasize, which is why I was impressed with Ori in the first place.
Have I mentioned that
Yeah.
this game is gorgeous, by the way?
Oh,
it
This is
absolutely
absurd.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I feel like part of the reason we stepped away from that is just that we can't describe it better than a viewer is going to see it.
It's true.
Right. Oh no, I mean I think there should be an award for best art design ever, and it should just go to Ori. That's what I
That's
think.
fair. That's definitely
Bre-
content.
Breath of the Wild is up there too, of course. Don't get me
Oh.
wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
And then games like Muramasa and Dragon's Crown and Odin's
Vanillaware.
Sphere, and-
Vanillaware just
Yeah.
gets like a lifetime achievement award
Right.
there.
Well,
even when they go a bit overboard with the
well, the crazy thing about
objectification.
Kamitane's got taste. We'll go with that.
the crazy thing about Breath of the Wild, though, is that people always forget that's also a Wii U game,
Yeah.
and it looks that good.
Well, I mean, I started on Wii U and then traded towards the Switch version, and yeah, it's noticeable improvements like with anti-aliasing and draw distance and stuff. But yeah,
Breath of the Wild is the thing I point to anytime someone like looks at like an older like. There was a period where people were like, maybe the Switch can't handle like PS3 and 360 games, and I just sort of point at Breath of the Wild existing.
yeah. So now on the topic of Metroidvanias, now I think I 100%ed or 90%ed Blasphemous, and I revisited
gotten that.
Chasm and beat it on hard and got the platinum. So then I played Hollow Knight and I'm like, this is too damn hard. So I just don't get it. I don't know. And I'm playing the new Ori, and so 3 hours in, and I'm like, this is fairly challenging. There's some platforming spots where it's like, okay, you got to do it just right. But I think they did a good job with the challenge, at least on normal difficulty. So far.
I can't really speak to Blasphemous. That game was too
I have heard.
violent for me.
Very,
I have
very
heard
crap.
that game's hard as hell.
Yeah, it's tough. So. Oh, there's a trophy if you can beat all the bosses without using healing items.
Oh, don't encourage that behavior. It's bad. It ends poorly.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
hey,
horrible.
speaking of Breath of the Wild. Whee!
So, is there a way for us to see what you're seeing, or is that
Yes.
okay?
Yes, I'm going to send you the link right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we have to
Twitch.tv
watch it on
slash.
YouTube like regular people.
Twitch.
Oh,
Which it's
Yeah.
similar, but
similar but different. I had a YouTube channel once.
I never had that kind of ambition.
Oh, I did it for 2 years and got 7 subscribers. Whoa!
That's valuable uses of time.
I did like a Dark Souls walkthrough. I did a Resident Evil 4 walkthrough. Nobody cared. And then
Those are very
my
good games.
and then my video of Atari Classics got like 500 views or 2,000 views or something like that. And it was like, oh, cool. And I did a sequel and no views.
The algorithm is fickle.
So.
No one loves the algorithm.
Oh, and the other randomizer I'm trying now is the Ocarina of Time randomizer.
Ooh.
Oh, I haven't checked that one.
Yeah. Well, the first seed I created was just any door can lead to any other room,
Oh no.
I went through like 3 doors and ended up at the top of Death Mountain and was getting killed by homing fire rocks. or
Yeah.
something. I'm like, all right, that's not gonna work. So then I did another one that just randomizes the dungeon entrances, and as luck would have it, the Kokiri sword was in the normal place, and the Deku tree wasn't actually the Deku tree. I'm like, oh, all right. But I gave Link a yellow tunic, and his sword looks like a pink lightsaber when he swings it, because I did random colors for different things. I'm like, hey, that's fun. All right, let's... Yeah, and it plays the boss music in Kokiri Village. I'm like, oh, okay.
Suddenly, this village seems a lot more ominous.
Hey, ask Wheels on Twitch. All right, let me see. Hey, oh, yeah, this is the sad part.
Oh, spoilers. Well, not really. It's the start of the game.
I can't believe Ori would become sad and somber very early into the game.
Oh, this is like a Pixar movie. It's sad.
Yeah, that's why I still haven't seen Inside, or whatever it's called.
Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Oh.
This does not have the power to withstand Inside Out.
No, because in the first game, you're getting attacked by that psychotic owl, and then you find out it's just a mommy who lost her babies.
Oh.
And it's sad. And now the little owl is growing up, and it's just like Finding Nemo. The mom dies, and she's got a gimpy wing, and it's sad.
It's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. It's easy to forget that these are probably like rendered backgrounds rather than like raw 2D assets. And that's why nothing bad ever has to happen here. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Nothing bad could happen now.
Somehow that made it more ominous. I feel like I failed in my objective.
I do have a Twitch account. I think I played the new Call of Duty a couple times.
Boo.
Wheels don't.
Well, yeah, but that game gets a stupid battle royale mode now.
It's technically a separate game, but yeah.
Oh yeah, or something. Oh no.
I'm just saying, Wheels doesn't get to yell at people for buying Call of Duty games. Now after probably about 7-8 years ago now.
Listen,
we'll never let him live that
Modern
down.
Warfare was really good, had a really cool campaign.
And that was already 5 years after Modern Warfare had happened. It's been a very long time since it's been worthwhile.
Yeah, but they at launch it was fine, but it's like all the new maps they've added are just bad. They have 3 recycled maps. I'm like, oh, whoop-de-doo. And then they keep adding to Gunfight and Ground War, and I'm like, I don't like those modes. So I want to play Domination and Kill Confirmed on medium-sized maps, and that's the one thing they can't get right in that game. So, the storm.
And now the real Ori begins.
The real Ori deal.
Not into that. Not here for it.
You did just what I did. You went left first.
Always.
There's a lot to learn about going left first.
Yeah, so last night at I thought it was 11:45 because that's what my clock in my kitchen was saying. So I was making a snack, and I said I'll go play Ori in a little while after I eat. And then I sit at my computer, and it said it was 12:45. I said I could have been playing Ori for the past 45 minutes.
Aww.
think of what you could have had.
Right. Dang. The clock change.
I managed to not realize the clock changed at all, entirely because all of the clocks I rely on are aware of daylight savings automatically.
Automatic.
Oh! Should I not have gone this way?
I'm not saying a word.
Ooh, there's a thing.
Okay, well, let me tell you this. Like, I know that Metroid has you go left, and I know that Super Metroid has you go left, but sometimes you don't always want to go left.
Never go right. Right is bad.
I'm learning a lot.
I'm gonna go right.
Wow. Wales wasn't exactly prepared to stick to those convictions.
Nah.
Well, see, and then in Symphony of the Night, they make you go right.
Symphony of the Knife? No, I don't know where it was going.
Oh, we were talking about fan-made remakes.
Mm-hmm.
Sega has said that they're not going to do a Sonic Mania 2. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'm not quite clear on why they didn't immediately push for more of that. But
Like, I'm sorry, but Sonic Team doesn't make good Sonic games.
Sure they
they
do,
it
occasionally.
Occasionally.
Sonic Colors.
Well,
Sonic
Generations was
Generations.
pretty good, yeah.
I
But
don't hate
I don't-
Fultons.
well, to me, it's like the one thing you have to get right in a Sonic game is the physics, right? And I was trying to play Sonic 4 a little bit the other day on
Oh,
PlayStation
man.
Now, and I'm
There-
like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, good sound design, good art design, good graphics, but the physics. So I don't know, because I've been playing a lot of old Genesis games lately, and it's like, these games had good physics for the most part.
Games at least kind of made sense.
Right. I played a little bit of Sonic Forces, and same thing though. Like, okay, yeah, you made a very nice looking game, and yeah, the story seems interesting so far, but I don't like the jumping and the running and the acceleration and the gravity and the friction. You screwed it up.
Listen, at least they tell you about fist bumping in a song. Important.
It's very important.
One last fist bump.
Priorities.
Oh, yeah, and we had a conversation the other day about, I was playing Sonic 2, and I'm like, this game is like, there is some overtly like environmentalist stuff going on here, like overtly like political stuff in that game. With
That's
the
Sonic.
so with Robotnik trying to the oil ocean zone and the chemical plant zone, it's like And I realized Knuckles is literally an indigenous tribesman who is trying to protect his land and his people from a corporate death squad.
Yeah, basically.
There were
Oh.
a bunch of Knuckles in the Sonic movie.
Really?
Too many Knuckles.
Yes, at the very beginning of the movie, so this isn't really spoilers, when Sonic is running around with his apparent adopted owl parent. They're being chased by a bunch of echidnas. Is that how you say the name of that
Echidna,
animal?
yeah.
Yeah.
Burn, fire.
Network says we're not supposed to say that anymore.
What?
No.
I'm supposed to say what? Fire?
Can't believe they brought that back for like one season in 2011.
What?
Beavis and Butthead.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Oh, I was quoting that weird Zelda clip where the red tunic Link was fire.
Yeah, I think it in itself was referencing Beavis and Butthead, which feels about right. Yeah. That was a weird choice to be making to bring that back for one season.
Oh, did you know they did years ago? They tried to bring back Ren and Stimpy.
Oh yeah, no, let's not
But-
think about that.
No, it was called the Adult Party
Adult Party
Cartoon
cartoon.
for a reason. Oh
Not
man.
good. They kept turning them in late, which is also fun. Which is
Yeah.
why also one of them just has like a bunch of just live action footage to adulterate it. Like, well, this is not long enough to air otherwise.
Ow.
But then there was that Rocco's Modern Life movie on Netflix. That was pretty.
Static Claim. Yeah.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Modern Life.
Oh, what's
Which
this?
is-
Is it a jackal? Jackal? Was it a jackal? Jackal?
No.
Jackal?
Please.
Did it kill me? Did it kill me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, see, this is why I suggested normal, because
Good call.
it's pretty brutal, and it gets easier when you get more abilities, and then they start giving you, like, you get liberal doses of health and extra mana, or spirit energy, whatever it's called. But yeah,
Mana.
this is-
Mana of Mana. Final game in the Mana series.
Oh, I did not try that Final Fantasy VII remake demo yet, but I did that.
It's very good.
Very excited to try it tomorrow.
Oh, but I'm getting Doom Eternal.
That'll be good. That game looks good.
Well, because I asked Wheels, I said, "Are you getting Doom Eternal?" He said, "No." I said, "But
But why,
How-
Wheels?
Nah.
how are you supposed to rip and tear? Rip and tear.
Rip and tear guts now.
I will continue to rip and tear with the cat suit in Super Mario 3D World with my kids. There you go.
Boo, kids.
Wow.
Sorry. No,
Really
kids
just
are fine.
coming after Wheels' children.
Well, no, his new kid had a mullet for a while. I was hoping that would keep going.
He still kind of has it.
That might count
like
as
a-
child abuse.
Very
It's
good.
like a natural freaking mohawk. You don't
Yeah,
have to do anything. It's crazy.
and awesome. Oh, I can say freaking, right?
I mean, I already said a mild swear word, so
Oh,
Wheels is
Freaking
gonna
is
have to
fine.
comb through this and censor himself.
I don't have the patience for that.
Wheels is a coward.
so how do we feel about this being able to grab moss? I think that's a cool traversal mechanic.
Yes, it's very
Oh, yeah.
Donkey Kong Country, like the newer ones.
Return.
Tropical Freeze-esque, yeah.
Yes. I think it was in Country Returns as well.
Oh, probably.
It's been a while since I played that one, though.
I've been waiting for the price to go down on the Switch version.
That's not gonna happen. It's a Nintendo
No.
game.
It isn't. And 40, it went down to like maybe 45 at one point. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
What went down to 45?
Tropical
Maybe?
Freeze. I mean, I just bought Super Mario Maker 2 because it was on sale for $40, and it was like, this is not gonna happen again
This is
for
the
a while.
this is the best
Yeah,
deal
no.
you're gonna
Yeah.
get on this object.
Oh, but that game, I paid 60 for that, and worth every penny. I'll
Yeah,
tell you.
sure.
I just picked it up on the back of Hooray Mario Day Sale, 33% off. It's the best you'll ever get. You clods. It's like squeezing blood from a stone. Things are going swimmingly.
Something tells me that bird is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Oh no!
Follow your nose, wherever it goes. What a big nose it is. Or
Big
it's a
nose
beak,
to
though.
cave, man.
It's a beak. Oh, okay.
Man, I'm just gonna go on a. Now I need to check if I'm remembering correctly the game Big Nose the Caveman.
What? Never heard of it.
Big Nose the Caveman for your Nintendo Entertainment System.
No, just you're gonna wait for what I just saw and you'll know what I'm freaking out about.
Okay. Oh. Everything's fine, Wheels.
Is it?
Everything's
Is it?
fine.
If you had doom eternal, would you let me rip your limbs forever?
I guess that's kind of a
Would you let
platformer
me
right here.
tear your screen skin
Doom
forever?
2016 actually had a lot of interesting exploration elements that ended up requiring heavy platforming. You even got a double jump.
It was a good platformer.
Did you ever end up picking that up? I remember you waiting for sales on that.
Eh.
I had it on PS4 and never finished, but I just upgraded my computer and then got it for $7. So
I think it may still be on Game Pass, so maybe I'll give it a go. Oh my god.
yes.
Everything's fine.
Okay. Well, I have to fight this thing now. Okay. Alright.
Fight him. This is why I said normal.
Good call, good call.
I'm just curious, what's your uploads?
Pretty good.
Okay.
An upload speed of a big thumbs up.
Well, like I had to upgrade my internet to get faster upload, and it's like, so in order to get 12 megabit upload, I had to get a package that had 300 megabit download, which is overkill. But it's like, you look at every package, and it's like 5, 5, 5, 5, 12, or 10 or something. I'm like, oh, I guess I have to get that one.
Sure do love those internets.
I want to move to South Korea where they have fast internet.
Also a lot more StarCraft. Do they still do that there? Maybe it's all moved on to League of Legends now.
I think they still do StarCraft.
Okay, fair enough.
I played League of Legends for like 2 days.
I didn't because I looked at it and thought, this looks like it's maybe made for people that are basically the opposite human being as me.
Yeah.
It also became clear that every time I talked to someone who played it, every time they spoke of it, it was like with a note of barely restrained rage at everyone they had ever played it with. So...
Yeah, some reason or another, I played Heroes of the Storm for like 2 or 3 years, on and off.
That's a fun
I
game.
had a friend who liked that one.
Yeah, it's easier to pick up and play, I'd say.
Right. And I like that there's more than one map.
Yes.
Because like I tried to play Dota 2, it's the same thing. I'm like, it's only one map. This is boring. But oh no, Heroes of the Storm took my soul for a while. But highest I ever got in Hero League was like Silver 2, though. And I played Li Ming a lot, but over time it just got harder and harder because everybody knew how to counter her, and new heroes were able to just rip her apart. You know, after you get killed by Tracer and Genji over and over again, it's like, come on, like
yeah, nobody plays those anymore, dude.
No?
I'll be right back. I gotta assist with the baby. Continue talking about platformers for a minute.
Get the baby.
No platformer, Overwatch.
Hey, Persona 4 Arena is backwards compatible?
I didn't realize that either, but it looks like it must be.
I mean, but I still have my PS3 copy of Ultimax. So.
Yeah. Sure is a shame that's not on PS4. That would have been nice.
How about
Don't know
Persona-
why it wasn't.
Persona 5 Arena, come on.
Really?
Come on,
Like,
Atlas.
I'm certain the only reason that hasn't happened is that, like, look how many projects Arc Sys has taken on in the past few years.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball, Grand Blue, Guilty Gear, continuing support for Blaze Blue. Like, their plate has been quite full.
Well, Cross Tag Battle, I did get that new expansion, and it is good. It actually adds new story content, which is a big deal to me.
Does the story explain the involvement of Blitztank?
I didn't play it yet. I didn't.
Oh, okay.
It's on there. It's on my system. No,
We'll find out.
Oh, Blitztank is he's weird.
That was them getting real into the weeds.
Yeah. It's like, what is this, Marvel vs. Capcom 2? But,
I shouldn't.
That's going to be on EVO this year, I heard.
Yeah, it's just an invitational tournament, kind of an old-time thing. But I kind of hope that there's like a Marvel vs. Capcom announcement to go along with it. That'd be nice.
I thought that Infinite was good. I liked it.
It's a good game. I would honestly say that it plays really well. It couldn't overcome the negative stigma it had accrued before it came out.
Yeah, and the character roster was a little weak. I would have liked... I mean, because they started out with X-Men versus Street Fighter, so now you've got only 2 Street Fighters and no X-Men. Like, come on.
Yeah, it couldn't be more obvious that Disney had made very clear who they were going to allow in, and given that at that time they hadn't bought Fox, they weren't going to let X-Men in.
Yeah.
All right.
To wrap this back to platformers, remember that really weird platformer Capcom made out of the Marvel superheroes sprites for the Super Nintendo?
No.
Marvel Superheroes War of the Gems?
Sounds
I
familiar.
did not play that one.
Yeah, it's basically a platformer, but it uses a bunch of sprites from, if I recall correctly, it uses a bunch of like down-sampled sprites from the Marvel Superheroes arcade game.
Well, you also gotta love how X-Men Mutant Apocalypse, like, they all had Street Fighter moves. You know, you gotta love how Gambit had the scissor kick. Like, what?
I still think that the best dumb thing ever is the reason that Akuma was allowed into X-Men Children of the Atom.
He was?
Yeah, because he's the secret boss of X-Men Children of the Atom.
Okay.
And the reason he's allowed in is because he debuted in Super Turbo, which in Japan was Super Street Fighter 2X, therefore making him an X-Man.
Capcom.
There's some really good, like, old interviews that have been translated by Shmuplations about, like, the creation process of those old Marvel games, where it's just, like, there was one guy at Capcom that really liked Western comics and, like, organized, like, with other Capcom workers, like, okay, we're gonna get together and we're gonna read some Western comics so we can understand this stuff. But, like, you can tell that the list of characters was partially done by someone who cared, but also partially done by a bunch of people that only cared about how they looked visually and thought they looked cool. So it's like, that's why Shuma Gorath keeps showing up. Meanwhile, the Capcom versus fighting game I played the most growing up was the PS1 port of Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, which is not a great port, but does have the announcer shouting the super move every time you finish with the super move, which like makes me a little disappointed every time I play a different one and someone just says hyper combo finish or something. And I'm like, no, they should say Final Justice or Hyper Charging Star or whatever.
No, because I have the Japanese Saturn version of that.
Oh, nice.
No, that is awesome.
The only reason I still have a Saturn is for the fighting game.
Oh, those just never got ported.
And I still have mine for Panzer Dragoon Saga.
Oh.
Speaking of games that never got ported.
Oh.
And Shining the Holy Ark and Shining Force 3.
And Albert Odyssey and Burning Rangers.
Not Burning Rangers.
Wow.
And but what about what was that other
Guardian
one?
Heroes. Someone play Guardian Heroes.
Yeah, that's been ported though.
Yeah. Same with Radiant Silvergun, but no one's bought either of those versions. I think they might be playable on Xbone though.
They are.
Yes, Radiant Silvergun is playable on Xbone. Yep.
So is
I was
Guardian
like-
Heroes.
I wish those were just ported to everything.
Yes.
Treasure went to the Herculean effort of getting like Saturn games emulated for 2 games, and then never did that again.
So this game is really good.
Yeah. It absolutely is.
So is this coming to PC or is it just
I feel like it
Xbox
must
One?
be. No, wait, it is coming to PC. I know because I have another friend who's playing it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, it's Game Pass has it on both systems.
Yeah, I think it's safe to assume that anything coming to Xbox and Series X in the foreseeable future will be coming to PC. If it's from Microsoft.
I should have installed the PC version then.
Oh well.
Would have been easier. Yeah, I loaded it up real quick, and no, it looks about the same. There's no graphic settings, pretty much.
It's the definition of a console port.
Yeah, but it no, it looked a little sharper, of course, because my monitor is just nicer than my 4K TV.
Well, actually, I probably shouldn't install too much on my computer. I think I need to prepare it for Windows Restore.
Can I?
Something happened.
I have not been able to install a Windows update since November.
Did you see what that last Windows update did? You're being done a favor.
Well, I'm on the
Yeah.
insider track. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I had an adventure recently with Windows. Well, I got a new motherboard and a new processor and new RAM chips,
Whoops.
and then your Windows is no longer activated. What? And you go through the built-in troubleshooter, and of course it doesn't work. You talk to the robot on the website, and it tells you to call. So you call, and you get the phone robot who says, "I need to transfer you." And
I am.
then you get guy number
Please
1.
insert Windows key.
So guy number 1 says, "Let me transfer you," then call drops. And then I call again. The robot says, "I need to transfer you." Guy number 1 says, "I can't help you." And then I get a nice Irish woman who was the first person to actually look at my account and say, "Oh, yeah, your copy can't be reactivated." Okay. And then she transfers me to a sales rep to buy a new copy of Windows.
Nice.
And I hung up on it. And then I had 10 Pro, and the license was going for $200. And then the home license was $140, and then I went on Kingwin.com and got Pro for $31. So, yay. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that website on here.
I don't know what it is, and most people listening to this probably don't either.
What website did you say?
Kingwin.
Nope, never even heard of it. Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, and I did briefly try Ubuntu Linux, and Wheels knows how that went. I kept texting him, "How do I do this? How do I do that? Why am I getting this error?
Yeah,
Why do I have to go
Linux
into the
takes some
console
getting
for
used to,
everything?"
you know?
Well, yes, and then I said, I don't think Linux is for you.
Like
Well, 'cause
the
I was
even
complaining about compatibility, and he's like, "Just get Wine," and I'm like, "But it tells me I don't have the correct dependencies, and it tells me."
oh yep,
Yeah.
that's gonna be like an hour-long lecture about that.
And I was like, "Well, I followed all these tutorials, and it still doesn't work."
That is
Yeah.
the known tragedy. When
Most of those tutorials assume you have a little bit of Linux knowledge.
Basically, like even the most friendly Linux distro is going to require you to spend a lot of time monkeying around in the command line, doing dependencies and trees and
I
stuff.
love
Yeah.
me some command line.
can be really useful, but sometimes I get very sick of them.
I mean, but it's like, I went to school for computers. I'm A+ certified, and it's like, so I learned all the commands and stuff in DOS, and so I was like, oh, it's not like I don't understand the idea behind it, but I'm like, oh, I didn't know I had to pretty much learn a whole new.
It's a lot different than DOS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even down to which slash you're using.
Yes.
I remember once reading the reasoning as to why Windows and DOS used backslash, but couldn't tell you what it was. I'm sure Windows used it because DOS did, but
yeah. So this is one of the new systems here. You can have up to 3 special shards that give you passive abilities that range from they range from very useful to why the hell would I use them? Right, and now, okay, so far, how do you feel about this new melee-focused combat? You don't have the little fairy with the
I like
lightning
it
anymore. Yeah, I do too.
I feel like I have a better feel for the range than I did the little, like, electric thingy from the first game.
I feel like the little fairy thing...
It's either, yeah.
I feel like the little fairy thing, I was usually clear on where it was capable of getting to, but it was not the most clear about making that distinction, and it seems like this sort of sword thing has a pretty similar range, but it's much more clear where it's going.
Right.
Yeah. So Ori pretty much has a lightsaber now, which I just think is awesome.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Plus, I mean, the combat was always like an explosion and particle effects anyway, so might as well lean into that.
Yeah, I mean, but this better suits my play style because I'm very reckless and impatient, and I like to just
Same.
when I see an enemy, I just want to run right at him and just beat the crap out of him. As much as I hate to admit it, there were plenty of times when I got mad at the Metroid targeting systems or lack of targeting systems. Yay for double jump.
Yes, I'm glad they give you that early.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a key exploration thing that it's better to get it as soon as possible.
Well, yeah, because in Super Metroid, first you have to get the high jump boost, and it's like, oh, come on, just give me the stage. Well, actually, well, no, that one didn't have a double jump. Well, you would eventually get the screw.
Yeah, you get better than a double jump.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I watched at I think it was Awesome Games Done Quick. There was the I think it was called Metroid Impossible or Super Metroid Impossible, something like that.
Oh yeah, they showed that was near the end of.
That was absolutely ridiculous. Oats and goats. That's what it was.
What is that?
Super Metroid Impossible.
Not heard of that.
But I mean, it's misleading because it is possible if you're a pro speedrunner. I wonder how many speedrunners are going to watch this. They're going to be like, I would have had it beaten already.
I mean, they would have, but
yeah. Credit where credit is due, but it's like, come on,
that's not the point.
This is for regular people. Come on, don't ruin it for us.
Please, let us pretend that Wheels has overcome this in a fashion that hasn't embarrassed us all.
Hey, listen, I have quote-unquote beaten that, the hell's the name of that game? From the Binding of Isaac guy. The platformer,
The End is Nigh?
The End is Nigh, yes.
You beat that?
I did. Not the, like, post-game nonsense, but yes, I beat the regular game. That game is hard!
Can't believe the Binding of Isaac and Super Meat Boy Man would make a hard platformer.
It's fair. Did Super Meat Boy Forever ever come out?
It is still, like, every so often it gets, like, shown or mentioned again, and they just sort of, like, joke that it'll probably come out this year, maybe.
Oh boy.
Remember when that was just going to be, like, a short little, like, endless runner for, phones?
Is it not anymore?
Yeah.
It's not.
Okay.
Wasn't he also working on some game where you like have to breed cats and they get
Neogenics is, I believe, currently on hold.
Yeah, Binding of Isaac guy is not, and the guy working on that is not working on Meat Boy Forever.
I thought he was now. I thought he had rejoined.
Did he? Oh,
Yeah.
if he did, I hadn't heard of it.
Okay.
Let me double check to make sure that I'm not speaking nonsense.
And also maybe look up his names.
Amir Fairness and Ed McMillan?
Yeah, that's
Edmund-
it.
Let's check. Super Meat Boy Forever, upcoming game developed by Team Meat for Switch, PS4, Xbone, iOS, Android, Windows, Linux. Originally planned as a mobile-only version of Super Meat Boy, gradually developed into a full-fledged sequel featuring a new control scheme and randomly generated levels.
Oh.
Levels are randomly generated based on the player's skill level using pre-made chunks created by the designers.
Okay.
Interesting.
Now here's the thing with this game. I'm not a big fan of like parrying and stuff, but wouldn't it be very useful against that guy who just killed you? You know, like
Kinda.
not like I said, not a big fan, but it's like if you're gonna have enemies that are gonna rush you like that, and there's no
It seems like
staggering or not.
it seems like you kinda could if you time a hit right.
Yeah. Yeah, and you haven't gotten any of the other attacks yet, so those are fun. Oh, I finally played Celeste for the first time.
I've heard that's good.
It's good. It's very difficult. You die a lot, but each room is small enough where you're never losing more than like 10 seconds of progress. You know,
Yeah, as you do.
it's like Super Meat Boy in that respect.
Yeah, I looked at that
Okay.
and it definitely looked similar to The End Is Nigh. So I
Yeah.
was not in the mood to play that.
It would appear that Mugenics is currently back on the table,
Okay.
and that I had misheard about Super Meat Boy Forever. It is he did not rejoin, although I thought I had heard that at some stage. Currently working on Mugenics and Binding of Isaac Repentance, which is yet another expansion to Binding of Isaac.
Jeez.
We are at number 7 at this point, I think.
I would really like a remake of Binding of Isaac that's a completely different story and art style that isn't gross. Thank you.
Yeah.
Not just that didn't look like a Newgrounds game from 2003.
Yes.
Right. That too.
That is an aesthetic that he never left behind.
Because like
Can't believe they're making a new Alien Hominid game now. Now I'm dying.
Oh jeez. But like the gameplay is fantastic. It's just I don't want to look
You
at
can
the
get on
game.
that. Dude, you can get on that rock, I think, right?
Which rock?
To get up to the left, or did you already get that keystone?
No, I only have one.
Seemed like you were struggling to get on that rock up there. That's all I'm saying. You should be able to do it with your double jump, right?
Yeah. I forgot I have a double jump.
Wait, did you get the dash yet, or no? I
No.
don't think so. Okay. Yeah. See, look there.
Yeah,
There,
got it.
there you go. You know, he gets some cool abilities in this one. But still the poison water mechanic is a bit annoying. Yeah. Break the wall. Break the wall.
What?
Break down the wall!
Break the walls down. Oh, we're not
Go-
gonna hear that
Go
music
back
anymore.
and break the wall.
What wall?
The one down. Correct. I think that's a break. Not that one. The other one. Go back. Go back down. No, not that one. To the left.
Yeah, I'm already ahead of you. Don't worry.
Okay.
There's a delay.
Yay! There is a delay. That's why I muted the sound, because I want to hear my voice come back at me. I don't like my voice.
I don't like mine either.
Me neither. Makes editing very hard.
Slug. Oh, yeah. Slug dudes.
Watch out.
Blow up. Yay, maximum life injury. Let's see, what platformers have we not talked about yet? Don't we?
Can't believe we missed Mario Day with this non-Mario platformer.
Oh,
Well, I would like to do an episode on Mario Odyssey, since we never did that with the original season, because I had not gotten
It
an
was such an
Elgato
ambitious
yet.
plan to make it work.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, we can record videos now, so we'll record like a bajillion 30-second videos and splice them together, and that's
And it was a
never
neat
gonna
idea,
happen.
but it would have been like hours and hours of you splicing.
Yeah, so...
yeah, and it's horribly compressed too.
Yeah.
I mean, that wouldn't be the worst thing. We've done worse, but
Right.
Yeah, well, now that I have an Elgato, we can just stream the damn game.
that game's so good.
Yes, it is.
I have an old Elgato, but it's old. That's the problem.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do things.
I mean, now that I got a new processor, I've been meaning to try it again, but because I had an FX 8350 and now I have a Ryzen 7 2700X.
Nice.
A couple of years ago, I recorded about an hour's worth of Bubsy 3D footage, and I feel like we should use it sometime. You have to sit there. Wheel sent that.
Is that better or worse than that Prince of Persia I gave you in person?
Well, the Prince of Persia game I was allowed to punch you for.
It's true.
Those were good times. My fist colliding with Wheels' face at high speed.
Do we still have a picture of that?
I've got it somewhere. If you ever need that for, like, I don't know. I'll send that if you ever need, like, references.
I need it now. I need to look at it every day.
Like, it's me and someone else punching him. It's good time.
Well, that's even better. Two people punching Wheels is better than one.
We really went for the excess there. It was good.
That was good PAX. We played Battletoads. It did not go well.
Yeah,
You played,
well, it was,
you played
it was
two-player Battletoads?
We weren't going to get far enough for it to bug out on us, so...
Oh, God.
Clinger Winger. It kind of works in the Japanese and European version.
Well, I tried to play the Genesis version of Battletoads, and
Oh, that's a weird version.
it is, because they changed the physics, and now I can't beat the turbo tunnel.
Ooh, side quests.
I played a lot of Battletoads and Double Dragon, the Ultimate Team,
Yes.
and that game is heinous.
I love it. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying in terms of, like, it's heinously difficult.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, man. I also, the local arcade when I was growing up had the Battletoads arcade game, which no one played.
Oh, that game was terrible. I didn't play
I
that until
love
Rare
that
Replay,
game.
and I
So
hated
dumb.
it.
It's so dumb. I love it.
And
Like,
what about
just-
Battle Maniacs and Super Nintendo? That never.
I never got that one.
Oh.
I'm surprised they didn't port that one with Rare Replay. There was really no reason not to, other than I guess they didn't want to make a Super Nintendo emulator for one game, basically.
Well, I don't understand why they didn't like put more games in there. First off, but secondly, okay, fine, you could have just added them as DLC later. Like, if it was like a money or budget or timing issue, or you know.
Yeah, it would have been nice, but I feel like they were tackling a lot of ambitious emulation projects to begin with, because they were doing, like, the Spectrum one was probably the easiest one to write, but they were also doing an NES emulator and a N64 emulator, which was kind of a huge...
Oh yeah. Oh no, N64 emulation is garbage.
Yeah, like, I don't think I've ever seen an N64 emulator that plays Blast Corps properly, so the fact that that was running was very nice.
Yeah, and I liked having Jet Force Gemini on there too. Absolutely.
there's a part of me that every year wonders, how have they not just made another Blast Core?
Yeah.
Like that is a game that you could do now, that people would be like, heck yeah, just explosions, break things, the game.
Well, can you imagine like doing some kind of 4-player mode on Switch and?
Yeah, like, or like anything. Like you could, since Rare is owned by Microsoft, like put it on frickin' Xbone and PC and just like online multiplayer 4-player Blast Core.
Right. Like why not?
I'd play that.
Like it is such an evergreen concept, but they've never even remotely revisited it.
Well, it's like the only thing they care about now is stupid Sea of Thieves. Like I hate that game.
They were trying desperately to make that the center of the new Rare identity, and some people seem to like it. I've never played it.
It's okay. It's okay.
It just doesn't look that interesting.
It's not. It's basically like a live game of sorts. It just doesn't have like the progression that most of those games have. So it's just like, okay, so I can have some fun wandering around, getting loot, and
it doesn't have that.
Drinking grog and barfing all over the poop deck.
But it's basically
it gets old after a while.
You can play it solo, but then like I played it right when it came out, and I said, I'm just going to play by myself. I don't want to play with other people. So I make my boat, and and you're learning all the aspects of how to get the boat going, and that was kind of neat. That was kind of a simulation-esque kind of thing. But then I'm playing for like an hour, and I'm like, okay, this is fun, this is cool. And then all of a sudden, a whole crew of guys shows up and takes my boat. I'm like, well, that's not fun. And then I'm trying to turn in quests, and these freaking trolls are just camping the turn-in ports. And I'm like, you assholes. Like, you're ruining the game. Like, why do I have to put up with your PvP bullshit?
Why are you doing this to me?
Reckless. Increase damage dealt and taken by 15%. Equip.
Equip. Heal and take more damage.
I'm just like the only thing about the.
I think you just found a secret that I didn't find, and now I have to go back and get it.
The only thing I remember about Sea of Thieves is that thing where like there was an escalation of nightmarish attempts by that Polygon editor to eat fruit in ways that no one should ever eat fruit.
Oh god.
Did you see this? Like they showed like a clip of Sea of Thieves where someone like just shoved a banana in their mouth without peeling it, and so the guy started like there's a video of him trying to do that.
Oh god.
And then they like showed a video of someone doing the Sea of Thieves character doing the same thing but with a pineapple.
Oh.
And him just responding with, "You have no idea what I'm capable of."
Well, the thing is, I didn't know that you could peel the bananas, so I just ate them.
Well, I think that's just how it works in Sea of Thieves. But like this Polygon editor just being like, "Well, I'm gonna do that in real life, and damn the consequences."
Yeah. I mean, if it had some kind of progression system, like I understand that having stats and gear and stuff would have hurt the PvP. Obviously, high-level players would have been able to.
But there needs to be some reason to do anything.
And that's just what it was. Cosmetics only, and they were grossly overpriced. And then they brought in the microtransactions, and I'm like, you jerks.
And it's over.
The dream is dead. The sea is full of thieves. Real thieves.
I mean,
Real
so
thieves.
I give it props for creating a believable pirate simulator, because real pirates do that all the time, right? They just blow each other up and steal each other's ships. But that's not a good game. I want a pirate game. I don't want a simulator. Right. And I am opinionated. Oh.
It's time for a new Banjo-Kazooie. Maybe they could have Rare do that.
Yeah,
that sure would be nice.
Well, I mean, Yooka-Laylee was just excellent.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
Impossible Lair, also excellent. But yeah, I feel like they would probably have someone internal at Rare, and I don't even distrust them to be able to make that kind of game. I just don't think they'll get the chance. I still still remember how miscalculated the idea. Like, I don't dislike Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. I think it's a pretty interesting game, but it was such a miscalculation of what people wanted from that franchise at that time.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Like, the problem is they announced it before they had decided what it was. Like, because there's that initial, like, 2006 reveal trailer that just said Banjo is back, and it's just like, it shows the nuts and bolts designs, but back when they were making that trailer, their working theory was that the game was going to be advertised as like a remake of Banjo-Kazooie, but that every time you went to an old level, that something crazy would happen to that level and completely change it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, that was a cute idea, but Microsoft just lost confidence in the platformer genre entirely in the late 2000s.
They weren't really wrong about.
They weren't
to be fair.
precisely wrong, but at the same time, their response of how to go forward was to make a game that has platformer in it, but isn't a platformer.
So here's the thing, Wheels. Part of me wants to tell you not to go up here,
Yeah.
but part of me is really curious to see if you'll be able to pull this off. I want to see where this goes.
Let's just watch this play out.
I am here to fail for your amusement.
Yay! And fail ye shall. Like, I honestly don't know how strong you're supposed to be able to beat this part, but I don't know. I think it's totally optional, though. I think, maybe. I mean, you don't have to do it now, but I'm just saying, like, maybe you have to get that thing up there later, but I don't know.
Oh, come on. Heal faster, Rory.
Yeah, they borrowed the healing mechanic from Hollow Knight, it looks like, but I think it's better implemented in this one.
I wonder if Hollow Knight 2 will turn your opinion around. I still haven't played Hollow Knight 1.
It is on Game Pass.
Yeah, but I don't have that.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Tighten the belt.
Well, I got rid of Ultimate Game Pass, and I deleted all the gold games and all the Game Pass games, and then my new computer parts came with a free trial of PC Game Pass only, and I'm like, all right. And then I log into the Xbox the other day, and lo and behold, get 3 months for $15. I'm like, I can't do that. So,
I got a couple months free when they were doing a deal when it first came to PC, and it was very nice. I would have liked to continue, but I'm currently cash strapped, so.
Yeah. Heal!
No.
Heal! You must heal! Heal!
Oh, needs food basket.
Blue glowing creature needs food. And I don't know what the hell those things are. They're freaky. They freak me out.
They're related to Trouser from Yooka-Laylee.
Beloved character.
He was pretty cool. I like that guy.
He's great.
Oh, it looks like he got stuck. Huh, lucky you. I think he's gonna get it.
Nope.
Oh, there's another one. Oh no! I didn't make it this far. I couldn't beat the snake. And look, and then there's the slug dude. Yeah, or caterpillar, whatever he is. You're gonna try again?
Yep.
All right, go for it. Hey, can either of you explain why people are always like, orb?
I don't think that there's a good explanation other than some specific GDQ thing that happened that has been lost to the mist of time.
Okay. Because you're collecting a lot of orbs when you kill enemies.
We must stop the orb.
Well, it's interesting how, like, the enemies in this one, like, compared to the first one, they're kind of the same, you know, in terms of their tactics, but, you know, they were given a touch-up in terms of the art and the animations and stuff, you know? So it's recognizable tactics, but, you know, the enemies are still redesigned a bit. The sand snakes. Oh.
I'm gonna point out how I beat that twice to 3 times as fast as the first time.
Yeah. I see it.
And now I'm dead. Okay. Let's try this one more time.
Why do people still play Counter-Strike?
They are either children who can't go to an actual casino or people who have been playing it for 20 years.
Yeah, that's what it is. I played like Quake Champions for like 2 hours maybe, and I'm like, oh, these people have been playing nothing but Quake for the past 20 years. Oh, how about that?
There were some CSGO pros at PAX East, and
Really?
I was just like, what? People still play that game?
People play it a lot, apparently, but it's like it's a weird casino front.
Yeah.
It's just a skin roulette constantly. Never forget the time that there was something about streamers getting their odds juiced on that, and then it wasn't that. It was like you can't officially skin trade within the game, but you could go to websites that would allow you to roulette for skins people have put in, and sometimes you'll get a really rare one, and then people would get paid by those websites to stream themselves winning a really rare one, and get all these people to come watch it. And it was the grossest thing I had ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Probably at least a little bit illegal, but at the very least incredibly disgusting.
Right. Yeah. No, I stupidly bought the Battle Pass in Modern Warfare.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know, and I didn't even get all the stuff before the season ended because at one point I got so pissed I rage quit and rage uninstalled and threw my disc across the room and stopped playing for a month. And then one day I was like, I better get the disc. So, at least I could trade it if I want. So I had to move it went behind my bookshelf. I had to move the whole freaking thing to get behind it. And no, and that game takes up 150 gigabytes on it.
Jeez.
It's ridiculous. It's I can't keep this game. I'm sorry. I have to get rid of it.
You can get the much better first-person shooter Titanfall 2 and for a third
Oh, that game's so good.
I have Titanfall.
Good. That makes at least 3 of us.
I just wish that they had. I don't know. It was a critical success, but a commercial failure, right?
I'm not sure if it was a failure. I don't know.
But they released it at the same time as Battlefield 1. It's like your own studios. Come on, EA. Jesus.
At least Jedi Fallen Order was good.
It was very good. I didn't finish it, but
yeah, I didn't have the time to.
Oh, that's another Metroidvania that we haven't talked about yet. but it's also a Souls-like.
It's a lot of things. Most
And all of them
importantly,
are
it's
good.
good. Yes.
Yeah, they found a good way to blend so many different ideas together.
Reminds me a bit of Darksiders, like that melding of different genres.
Oh, I still haven't played Darksiders.
You should play 2 and 3
Second one?
and Genesis.
Not 3.
No, 2 and 3.
Saying 2, 3 Genesis, but not
Okay.
one.
Not one.
I
Okay.
like 1. It's
I don't like one, but
Yeah.
I was saying what you had listed off.
Oh, I grabbed Code Vein when it was on sale.
Oh,
Nice.
that's good.
Well,
it's,
right in the beginning,
it's
it's
anime
very funny.
Dark Souls.
It has a lot of anime tropes and stuff, but it's so funny in the beginning though because they're at that dried up fountain, and this girl, this very busty girl with ripped clothes, is like, I don't know why everyone's so thirsty now. I'm like, oh my god,
Oh, jeez.
come on, Japan, what are you doing? Oh, I somehow beat the second boss in that game. It's this like weird spider moth thing that poisons you. It's awful. It's just plain
Fun.
awful. Yeah. You're just gonna keep doing this, aren't you?
Well, I'm doing better, so that's promising. It's not like the ye old definition of insanity where I'm doing the same thing and failing horribly. I've actually been improving.
You keep telling yourself that.
Now, I wouldn't say that I'm self-isolating, but I barely go out to begin with. So,
Yeah, I've made conscious effort to not go out much, but it didn't have to change much.
and yeah. Oh, and I had actually bought a huge pack of toilet paper like a week before the news started up with it.
So now you just sound like a crazy person.
I know. I mean, so it's totally coincidental, and it's like, okay, well, hey, I got 10 rolls of toilet paper. And I use Quilted Northern.
Mr. Fancy Pants.
Yeah.
La-di-da.
Softest toilet paper ever. Quilted Northern, something super quadruple quilted. I don't know.
Fine, I'm gonna hang out over here with my store brand.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you got? Great Value, Scott.
Target brand.
I don't
You
know
can,
what Target's
dude,
brand
you can totally afford Angel Soft. Come on.
What's Wheels not telling you? Listen, I've never been in more dire straits than when I was in college and was buying the 2 rolls for $1 cheap toilet paper that was basically just like sandpapering yourself. It teaches you a lot about what you're capable of accepting as the status quo.
Man, in college, I lived on like Pop-Tarts and Dominoes.
Yeah.
I lived on lean cuisine and it was disgusting.
Well, when I got my first like full-time job and got my first apartment, I was eating banquet meals every night, and then I'm like, I need to learn how to cook. And I did.
Yeah.
Once I have some steady work, I'm going to probably actually just spend spend some money on getting a nice meal and then just make nicer meals.
Making a good pasta is one of the easiest
Pasta's
nice
simple,
meals you can
good.
do, yeah.
Seriously, elbows and sauce.
I've done.
And then
some,
when you get more confident, then you start throwing in the onions and the ground meat and stuff.
I need garlic. Garlic is where it's at.
Oh, garlic's great.
Absolutely.
Oh man. I feel like the ultimate question to ask anyone who has learned the joys of garlic is the first time you actually used it in a dish, did you realize what a head versus a clove was?
No.
Oh no.
I don't think I just used the powder in the bottle.
Wheels, I'm hearing a statement from you.
Yeah, you know.
I'm hearing your silence.
It's fine. It was fine.
I will admit that I the first time used a head where I meant a clove.
No, it's not over yet.
It's over.
Never.
Hell?
I am Victor.
Flawless victory.
Wow, congratulations.
Boom shakalaka.
And was it
Etc.
worth it? Drumroll, please.
Not even a little.
Spend life to cast spells when out of energy.
Something
Hey, that's pretty neat.
we love cast from Life Force.
Not very useful, but still neat.
Oh well, there's a fun combo in Hearthstone that involves that.
Don't badmouth Blizzard. Don't badmouth Blizzard. Don't badmouth Blizzard.
Gwent is fun.
Blizzard is bad. There, I have broken the seal.
What'd you say?
Blizzard is bad.
I will give credit where credit is due. If Overwatch 2 really does have story mode and single player missions and stuff, I might buy it. You're never
It's
gonna
mostly
get over
just going to be that if you play enough of the PvE mode which will probably be designed for co-op, you will probably unlock cutscenes.
You can't get up there because you remember the power up from the first game, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't have the right power up.
I have the power.
You know what I liked about Metroid Prime? When you didn't have the right power up, it would just tell you. And then it would tell you where it was. And it was like, okay, cool, I can work with that. It would be like, hey, we noticed you're shooting that door a lot with regular missiles. Yeah, you need a super missile.
Hey,
just so you know.
we've noticed you've been failing horribly.
We want to help. So I finally finished Pokemon Sword.
Sweet. Good video.
And did the post game content and got
still
the
need to do that.
Zakaboom, whatever the hell his name is. Zakunu. Zaku. I don't know. He's cool.
Currently a very expensive card in the TCG.
I bet.
Because it's a ridiculously good card.
So I went back to Let's Go Eevee to catch Mewtwo, and then I transferred him in.
Nice.
And now he's level 85, and I'm actually not getting completely murdered in the 5-star raid battles.
I need to...
Even though, I mean, those computer allies are just worthless on the higher level ones.
Yeah. I need to get some of my cool Pokemon out of Sun and Moon. Because apparently you can get, what's his name? Owl guy.
Owl guy?
No. Howley.
The green starter from Sun and Moon.
Rowlet.
Oh.
Rowlet. And
Oh, I always picked the fire one. Was that the cat or was that the...
Torracat?
Torcat was X, right? Or was that Sun?
No, that was Sun.
Okay, yeah, I picked that one.
It evolves into,
Incineroar
Agave.
eventually?
Yes.
Okay. So is Incineroar like fire and fighting then?
Fire and Dark.
Oh, but he's like a wrestler in Smash
But he's a
Bros.
heel wrestler.
Yeah.
Okay.
That means he's dark.
Yeah. What can I call it? Yeah. No, I transferred in my Clefable and some other favorites. Cool. Yeah, and then the Alolan forms you can catch in Let's Go Eevee, some of those can be transferred too. Yeah.
Okay, I need
You didn't know that?
No, I did not know that. Need those. I love the Alolan forms.
Yeah, so I brought in my Raichu, which I call Saichu.
Speaking of regional forms, the Galarian Meowth and its evolutions are awesome.
Oh yeah, the Berserker cat, or what? The Viking cat thing.
Berserker.
Berserker. Berserker. Dun, 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 dun. Berserker. Name that reference.
Like to, I can't speak out the lyrics. Is that from South Park?
No.
Is that from Clerks?
Yes.
Okay. That was actually.
You can't say the lyrics because they're bad.
Yes. That was actually going to be my first guess, and I doubted myself.
You fool.
Ooh. Oh wait, here's another reference. You human scum. Fool. Help me, fool. No, you don't know that one?
Symphony of the Night?
Omega Virus.
What the heck is that?
You don't know Omega Virus? It's the board game where there's this computer virus that taunts you the whole time. You gotta go to the rooms and get the 3 things for your backpack, and you gotta press the codes. Yeah, remember that game? Fool! A wellspring in all her magnificence.
Oh my god, it's a Corviknight.
Where? Oh, yes. The leg. I have a Corviknight. They're okay. They're not amazing.
Oh god, I have to make a choice here?
Oh, I got all the Eevee evolutions.
I'm still disappointed. There wasn't a new one in this game.
Oh, can I make a suggestion here, or do you not want a suggestion here?
I kind of want Spike.
I'm gonna suggest the one at the upper right.
Spirit Smash?
Because it doesn't use spirit energy, so you can use it as your main attack if you want to.
Oh, that's...
But that having been said, the Sentry and the Flame both give you a little bit of extra DPS if you need it. But I don't know. Up to you. You'll get them all eventually. But... Go ahead, put it on. Put it on. I think you're gonna love it. It's hammer time!
Stop. Hammer time.
So it does more damage than the regular attack, and it's got more knockback and stuff, so I'm having fun with it. And I think there's also a couple of secret areas that can open. Yeah, look at that, see?
Yeah.
You just whack them. I love it. Hammer time!
Rumors on my map, that's interesting.
Na 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 na.
I'm wondering how big this game is, because it already seems like it's going to be pretty extensive.
Yeah. Well, they said it's going to be more... They did say it would be bigger and longer than the original. So. Yeah. Oops, not that spot. Oh, well. But no, there was a particular spot where once I whacked it with the hammer, it actually broke, and I was like, oh, okay. So I think there are certain spots. Yeah, so one of the things they did is they had some of those life and spirit things. So I think they respawn after a certain amount of time. So it gets easier from here because they're a little more generous with the health and stuff. You don't remember what to do with them flower things?
No.
No? You want a hint?
Yes.
Okay, go to the left.
No, I'm busy. Hold on.
You said yes, so then you don't want it. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, well, you got that, but I don't know if that's gonna get you up.
Oh.
Or maybe it will. All right. Because that flower there, see how there's air coming out of it?
Yeah.
How you hold the jump button and he jumps really high?
Yeah.
Alright, but that just... Okay, so I guess your way would have worked anyway. Alright. Oh, well. But I forgot about that mechanic too when I was at that part.
Hammer time.
Knock him out of the sky. Bitch. Now that's satisfying, isn't it? Scary ones. Oh no.
Has the exact energy of a film I would.
Sad cutscene. Sad cutscene.
Says the exact energy of the dark portion of a film I would have watched when I was 8.
Look, there's the poor owl with the wing in the storm all alone. And Mommy's feather is blowing away.
Oh, hey, it's Toucan Sam again.
Yep. Oh, wait a minute. I said cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and then I called him Toucan Sam.
Whoops.
Wrong mascot and cereal. Oh boy.
You've betrayed your purpose.
Oh my god. I'm gonna get trolled so bad on Reddit now. Oh god.
Why would we post this to Reddit? We
I'm
don't
just-
hate ourselves.
Does anyone remember Sugar Crisp?
Can't get enough of that sugar crisp.
No, that's Golden Crisp, isn't it?
Golden Crisp and Sugar Crisp are the same cereal.
Oh.
So,
Golden
this funny story about that. Totally not platform related or whatever. Way back in the day, we opened a box of that, and there was a Christmas ornament inside it.
Wow.
And my mom absolutely hated it, so for years we would make sure to put that ornament, like, front and center on top of the tree.
That's very cruel.
Yes.
That's just mean.
As
You do
children
that,
can do sometimes. But I am now the owner of said.
Kids are assholes.
So it goes prominently at the top of my tree.
Well, at least you like it.
I had a Christmas tree this year.
Nice.
A tiny little fake tree in my kitchen. And got this old ornament from when I was in like 2nd grade and I had no front teeth, I think. I was one of those kids who lost his 2 front teeth and then the
Sang
teeth
the
didn't
song?
grow back in. The gums just kept coming down and then I had to have dental surgery to get it fixed.
But did you sing the song?
Um,
All I want for Christmas are my two front
yeah,
teeth.
it's my two front teeth, my two front teeth. Yeah. Yeah, I want to see if you can beat my time on the racing section coming up.
The racing? Oh no.
Well, it's optional.
Oh, okay.
It's like you get like 500 orbs or something for doing it.
Sweet.
But it's like, but they have leaderboards for it, so I'm like 400 place right now, which is nothing. Wait, what did you just do? How'd you do that downward? What? How'd you do that?
We're learning.
That?
I didn't know you could do that. You did like a downward thrust, didn't you?
Yeah. With the sword?
Wait, do it again. Ah! What?
The thrust or like the weird smashy thing?
How did you do that?
What? I just Zelda-tude.
What?
Thought you didn't even like that game.
I don't!
That's why you're particularly disgusted.
Oh man, that means there's spots I could have maybe gotten into. Oh, what's this? Dun
Spirit
dun
Arc.
dun dun dun. Da 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 da.
I need more buttons.
You got Spirit Arc, which is a bow and arrow.
Alright, sorry, Hammer.
No, you do the hammer on X because it doesn't use mana, right? Unless you want to keep the regular attack.
I do for the time being.
Okay. Because that's what I just have the hammer as my X move. Yeah, now you do puzzle solving. Stay on it. Shoot it. No.
What?
Go back.
Okay.
Go back.
Okay.
Go back down.
What do I do?
Get off it. No, you got to be on the bottom part when it goes back down. So step off it. Then shoot it.
Secrets.
Secrets. Top secrets.
Secrets.
Yay, energy soul fragment. And a weird shark-looking rock. Faster. Wait, use the bow in the air real quick. Like jump and then use it in the air. I think you're gonna like the result. See how he slows down? It's just like Breath of the Wild.
Oh my god.
You're just like Breath of the Wild. I don't know where I was going with that.
Thank you.
Only the kindness.
Thank you. You just called me one of the best games of all time. I appreciate that.
Available now on your Wii U and Switch. Who am I kidding? You don't own a Wii U.
I do.
Someone does.
Nice glasses, Four Eyes. Yeah, and nice feet. 2 feet.
Oh no.
Nice shoes, 2 feet. Sorry. I messed it up.
It's fine.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what's wrong with Bart? Probably misses his old glasses. Oh, Simpsons.
Oh yeah, I watched Streetcar Named Marge the other day.
That's a good episode.
The Ayn Rand School for Tots. And the homage to the birds at the end.
There's nothing more powerful in that episode than just like the lyrics of every single Streetcar Named Desire song in that.
They pissed off the entire city of New Orleans with that.
A city where the damned call home. But like even just the like.
Do you want to go to hell? You should take that trip on the Mississippi, New Orleans.
A stranger's just a friend you haven't met. The known meaning of a Streetcar Named Desire.
Did you know that was a statue? Because I didn't.
Yes.
And then it opens it. And I'm like, I didn't even see that.
The guy told me it was a statue.
I know, but I didn't even notice. I don't listen to what people say.
Never listen to what people say.
Vivi?
No, I finally caved in and got that Destiny 2 expansion. And then in that opening cutscene, he's like, "It's been 2 years since," and I'm like, "It's been 2 years since I gave a crap about the story. Come on, skip this."
That wizard came from the moon.
Is it usual for your kind to fall from the sky? He's a wizard with a funny accent. I have met many curiosities on my travels.
Gain 1 additional energy cell for 200? That's a deal.
Well, no, it's one of those passive abilities that you have to turn on.
Oh. Reduce
Yeah.
energy cost by 50% and increase damage taken by 100%.
Press the right button, though. There's other options.
What, you can sell your abilities?
No, it's other things you can invest in if you want.
Oh, you can upgrade.
Yeah, you can upgrade existing abilities.
Oh. I'm down for that.
Can't you hear me yelling? Like that line, especially if you've ever you have even the faintest idea.
Can't you
of the
hear
plot
me
of-
yell, Stella, Stella?
If you have even the slightest idea of what's going on in the play at that point, it's truly bizarre and nightmarish.
Oh, I think you have to buy your upgrades again since you died.
Do I? Oh.
I don't know. I would double check though. Yeah, look, you have 377 again.
I paid to take 20% less damage, and it apparently wasn't enough.
Try again. So, are you serious about Super Mario Odyssey?
Odyssey.
I feel like we're pretty serious about this.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I beat that game. Like, I don't finish that many games, but that one I couldn't.
That
put
game
down.
is so good.
It's astoundingly good.
I'll tell you, one of the things I do like so far in this game is the pacing is definitely good with regards to all the upgrades and all the extra abilities you get.
There is a lot in this game, and I'm really digging it.
Yeah. I mean, you have a bow and arrow now. I mean, how cool is that?
Well, just all these passive abilities. There's so many. There's probably a lot of cool ways to mix and match those, and it's just great. Yay,
Wonder-
goodbye, gross water.
I wonder if any of the listeners picked up on my song parody back at the beginning.
Oh, that's the
Which one was it?
contest.
Name that tune.
Do you have what it takes?
No. Oh, that I can't walk on that.
The hell? Somebody just start their car?
Oh, that's just coming out my window. Apologies.
Oh, okay.
No, I totally started my car, man.
He has wheels.
You didn't get that name for nothing.
I did get that name for nothing. That's how West White's so ridiculous.
I feel like it would be worse.
Well, I thought maybe you had one of those like special backpacks with the wheels on it back in high school or something.
No!
Because I think one of your friends had that, didn't he? But they didn't call him Wheels.
No, I threw up a random status message on Instant Messenger that was like, I need a new nickname.
Well, you walked into that one.
Because
then.
people
I'm
were
sorry.
calling me Mikey. I was like, that sucks.
yeah, you don't like Mikey, do you?
No.
Nicholas? How would you feel about Nicholas?
Yeah, so somebody I played Warcraft 3 who sent me the message. It's just like, how about Wheels? I'm like, no, that's terrible, which was obviously the worst possible thing I could have done.
Well, see, then for a while I thought it was a reference to the first episode of House, where the kid who didn't get vaccinated, his jersey says Wheels at the end. And I remember you being very pro-vaccines, and I got to thinking that like you were one of those kids who didn't get vaccinated and got sick because of it, and you watched that episode and then picked that nickname based on it.
No, that would be much cooler.
Yeah. See. Anti-vaxxers can't stand them. Controversy. Oh.
Not a controversy. Not a controversy I care to like listen to anyone on the other side of.
Yeah, no.
Jenny McCarthy is not a doctor.
Very much. Even if she was, there'd be a lot of doctors disagreeing with her.
Alright, help me out here. What is this thing unlocking?
I don't remember, dude. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think here. Maybe you have to shoot the other one. No, you can't shoot the other one. Yeah, well, the water's bubbling, but it's not doing anything. Shoot it again. Oh, you know what? You gotta, yeah. There's a rock down there, see? Or maybe there's not a rock, but no, I think you're doing it right now. I think you have to use that later for something. Oh! Blobby. I shall name him Blobby. What?
You'll see in a second. It's hilarious. Poor misguided mosquito.
Good old Rock.
Misguided.
Nothing beats that.
Nothing beats Rock. Oh, Simple Bart always plays Rock. Good old Rock. Nothing beats Rock. Paper. Nope. Oh, on Young Sheldon, they came very close to revealing how he invented rock, paper, scissors, lizard, spot. They didn't quite make it, though. I don't know.
Is that show still on?
It is, and I think it's
Doing
quite
well,
good. Yeah.
Really?
in terms of how many people are watching at the very least.
Oh, this part's a little tricky. So you got to position the rock the right way to get both of the holes, so then you can push it to there, see?
How do I get this stupid thing to go back? I know. I have the ticket.
You have the wrong ticket. Warmer. Warmer. No, cold. Icy cold. Why are you dying? You'd rather
There's a
die
lot
on
of
purpose
reasons
than just
behind that.
climb up a cliff and jump over, really?
Yes.
Yeah, but now you gotta go get the rock again. So yeah, no more manual saves, which means you don't have to do it, but it also means you can't do it. Although I think they did a good job with the checkpoints, but it still does get a bit annoying to have to redo crap. I don't get squashed by it. Ooh.
We should probably end this at some stage.
Yes, shortly.
Like what? Huh?
Just when I start hearing people yawn, I just assume.
Oh yeah, it is getting kind of late.
Alright, this game
Wheels
is
more
just...
awake than I expected.
This game is that good, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I played it till 3 a.m. last night.
I probably should not do that.
Yeah. Well, I don't have kids, so... Haha, I guess. No, it's funny, because, like, my cousin came over one night, and he's got a wife and a daughter and full-time job and all that. And he's like, he comes to my apartment, and he's just like, well, hey, the grass is always greener on the other side. I'm like, I guess, you know, because he's like, man, you got all this cool stuff, you got all your action figures and your game collection, you just do whatever you want, no kids around. I'm like, yeah, great, it's wonderful. Not like I get lonely or anything.
I beat Mario 3D World with my kids. It was fun.
I sleep in a big bed with my wife.
I sleep in a big bed alone.
I sleep in a race car. Do you sleep in a race
I
car?
sleep in a race car.
My roommates got me a race car.
I'm just so lost. Just the defeated sound of
God, that is such a good episode.
Yeah, that episode's kind of.
It's Dignity, Luann. Don't you recognize Dignity?
Don't you recognize that when you see it?
Oh,
The door, use it!
Oh god. Aha! Aha! Success.
Do that.
I
and
am
then
puzzle
just,
solved.
I can solve puzzles. Yay! No, I've just been looking at the recommended channels on the left. We've got 3 people playing Modern Warfare. One person's playing Senran Kagura. That's cool.
You should watch my sister's stream.
He's way better at streaming than we are.
Yes.
Oh.
Stalling because I can't remember the exact channel name.
And you can't multitask apparently.
It's Ratha 6. There you go.
Ratha 6.
Yes. Ratha 6. She's playing.
Is that like the Rathalos armor or something?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Although she's playing Apex Legends.
Man, Wheels, she almost managed to drag us to
She
victory
almost
once upon a time.
she almost carried us. We were completely
Which really was quite impressive. We were tremendous.
We were useless and we finished in second. That is a feat.
I did enjoy learning how the grappling hook worked.
Yes.
That's also just in Titanfall, though. Just play Titanfall.
Yes.
I'll play Titanfall.
Stand by for Titanfall.
Oh, I tried to play the first one the other day. Servers are dead.
On PC.
Yeah.
Which means I'll never get all those achievements.
I have to live with that sometimes.
See, now, in the first game, if you didn't create a new checkpoint, you would have had to move that rock again.
It's true.
Assuming you didn't save way before that. I did try the first game on the 1 life mode. It's a nightmare.
No, thank you.
Yeah, it's awful. Because after like dying like 10 times, I don't even think I made it. Like I think I beat the first boss maybe I don't know. It was ridiculous.
I guess I should probably wrap this up at some point.
Maybe.
Maybe. Do I have any viewers? Is it worth rating my sister's stream?
No one that is not currently commentating.
Oh.
Maybe one day.
Well,
Not too
there's
bad.
just the two of us watching it now, but you've gotten 504 total views.
Oh, that's sad.
Lifetime.
My sister has gotten 25,000 total views.
You are not competing, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no. No, I mean, it's not like I even use this that much, so... There you go.
Listen, you just compare the RP Gamer views and then...
There you go.
How are things going over at RP Gamer?
Good. We're at 153 episodes of Q&A Quest, so...
Yeah. A number that neither of us really deserved to expect.
No. Alright, let's... Before I just play this game all night, I'm gonna exit the main menu.
Yeah, just for your own health. If not for you, then for your children.
Yeah. So...
But- Can someone please think about the children?
So next episode, I will likely be doing Yooka-Laylee and The Impossible Lair.
You know,
Okay.
Ukulele ends.
Yeah.
And then after that, we can do Odyssey.
Yes, and
The long-awaited episode.
yes. There you go.